Greetings and welcome to A Prayerful Pause. I'm Nancy Woodworth-Hill and amongst other things, a spiritual director. Today we will look at a practice for care of self or self-care. Let me begin with a story from Saint Anthony. He died in the year 356 and he's considered to be the father of monasticism. There's a lot of wisdom in this story. Once, St. Anthony was talking with some brothers when a hunter came upon him. The hunter saw Anthony and the brothers enjoying themselves, and he disapproved. St. Anthony said to him, "Put an arrow in your bow and shoot it." The hunter did this. "Now shoot another," said Anthony, and another, and another. Then the hunter said, "If I bend my bow all the time, it will break." St. Anthony replied, "It is like that in the work of God. If we push ourselves beyond measure, the brothers will soon collapse. It is right, therefore, from time to time, to relax." So today's practice is one way to practice self-care. It is ultimately about relaxing. So there is a reason that the airlines instruct that in the event of an emergency, you put on your own oxygen mask first before helping others. It is a truth that we need to spend time caring for ourselves so that we are able to care for others. Self-care is not selfish. Care of self requires active, conscious participation in our ongoing relationships with ourselves. The key word is relationship. So there are several necessary things for a good relationship with ourselves. Quality time. In relationship with ourselves, this means solitude. Communication. In relationship with ourself, this means self-knowledge. Active listening. In relationship with ourself, this means stillness. And responsiveness. In relationship with ourself, this means self-care. In her book, Peace in Heart and Home, Charlotte Bilkulka defines self-care as the capacity of mindful attention to one's state of mind and body, and responding to that state as necessary to maintain our optimal function, decision-making, and behavior. There are several dimensions of ourselves which are worth care. Our body, our mind, our emotions, spiritual self, relational, and even workplace aspects of ourselves. Self-care is vital for equipping ourselves to live our best life. Self-care is, in some ways, about setting priorities, setting boundaries, and finding purpose. When you take steps to care for yourself, you build resilience towards stressors in your life that you cannot eliminate. And often, self-care is also about taking care of others. There are many kinds of self-care, and as with everything else in life, the challenge is to determine how much self-care is needed, how to find time for it, and not forget to also care for and nurture our other relationships. Ultimately, it's up to each person to learn to plan for and manage their own self-care. A question for reflection: how do you know when you need some aspect of self-care? So here's one practice amongst many, many that are available. As with all practices, we need to prepare. So we need to set aside a place and a time. You'll need at least 15 minutes. Prepare a comfortable place to sit. And you may want to have a photograph to look at to prime the pump for your memory, because this practice is dependent on going to visit a place that is in your memory. So now we turn to the practice. Begin by using your favorite way to come to the present moment. Perhaps you work with your breath. If so, attend to it. You may wish to slow the pace, breathe more deeply. Attend to your posture. Sit comfortably. As a Buddhist would say, sit tall like a mountain, straight, shoulders back, relaxed, spine straight. When you are ready, go to a place in your memory, and here's where you may use, just initially, a photograph to assist you. Once you are there, find a comfortable place to be, and really see this place in your mind's eye. Notice what you notice. Maybe there's trees in a nature setting or rocks. Maybe you've gone to a concert hall. Notice and see what you see, notice what you notice, and take your time moving about in this place by scanning it, looking here and there. Sit with your memories for 3 to 4 minutes. Now turn to hearing. Really hear what it is like to be in this place. Let the soundscape enter in and fill you. Notice what you notice. And sit here for another 3 or 4 minutes. Now turn to fragrance. Really smell this place. Notice the different smells and let them fill you. Sit here for 3 to 4 minutes. Now turn to an awareness of your body. Perhaps put your hand on your heart. See if you can feel your heartbeat. Just become aware of your body and the gift that it is. Remain here for 3 to 4 minutes as well. Just being aware of your body, the feeling of your feet on the floor, your body on the chair, your clothing on you. And with any other practice, there's a need to come to an end. So perhaps you could say a prayer of gratitude or thanksgiving. You could list some of your gratitudes. You could do a loving kindness practice. I have a video on that also on the Facebook and YouTube channel. Probably be the easier place to find it. But you begin with yourself and move outward in relationships with a phrase something like, may I be safe, may I be happy, may I be healthy, may I be at ease. And then begin to insert people's names. So let's review this really quickly. You've prepared a place. You come to the present moment. And you take yourself to a place in your memory. And once you're there, you see what you see. You notice what you notice. And then after a time, you move on to what you hear in this place, the soundscape of it. And then you move to fragrance, each time generously noticing what you notice, letting these things fill you. Then you turn to an awareness of your body. And perhaps you put your hand on your heart. Feel your heartbeat. And choose a way to end this. I would suggest a small gratitude practice or a small loving kindness practice. And that's should emerge from this feeling somewhat relaxed, having cared for your soul in a way. Go in peace.